Hey girl, hey, hey girl, hey. Yes, it is me. It's your girl, Latreia Montiero, God's favorite daughter. I am back with another episode of I Cuss, Do Yoga, and Love God. You saw me just sipping this tea and her little cough. That's why there was no episode last week. Because I was trying to get over something. We had gone out, my wife and I and a couple friends had gone out to a birthday party, and a few days after, a number of us started complaining about some upper respiratory things, right? My wife was the worst because she was diagnosed with bronchitis. And so I just couldn't pull it together last week. And it was so bad I didn't go to the gym. Did not go work out, didn't walk, didn't do any of the things. So, and if you have been watching my social media, you know that I have been working out and on my weight loss journey and all the things, right? So that's what this week's episode is about. All right. That's what this week's episode is about. We talking weight, we talking wellness, and we talking Wegovy. Now, before we get started, two disclaimers. The first thing, I am not a physician. I am not a healthcare professional. I am simply a woman on a healthcare journey and want to share my experience with others who are on the same or similar journey to remind you and to let you know that you are not alone. All right. Second thing, and let me say this loud and clear. You ready? Weight loss is not a requirement for worthiness. Say that one more time. Weight loss is not a requirement for what? Worthiness. All right. You are not less spiritual. You are not less lovable. And you are not less valuable in a bigger body or a smaller body. Period. Full stop. But this journey, this episode, it's mine. It's mine. This is about me. It's about me choosing to show up for my health, child, my hips, my joints, my future self in a brand new way. Y'all ready to get into it? Let's get into it. So, as I mentioned, we're going to talk about Wegovy. Why did I decide to start Wegovy? Well, the truth is, and y'all know I'm all about being truthful over here, I did not struggle with weight until I became an adult. When I was younger, I was skinny. Girl, I was skinny. And so in my 30s is when I started struggling with weight. So I've been on the diets, I've been on the detox teas, the fast, and all the things, the shame, and then the start over. And if you name it, I've probably been on it with the exception of surgery. But the weight just kept coming back, whether I was stressed or going through all the things that life brings me. It kept coming back, and I wasn't trying to be skinny. I was just trying to be free from pain. I was trying to be healthy. I was trying to be strong. I was trying to take the pain out my hips and my knees because of my arthritis. But after some prayers with God, prayer, and talking to my physician, and actually releasing some shame that I didn't know I was even carrying, I made the decision to get on Wegovy. I did. Um, I did some research, and I saw the commercials online. I did my own research. I went down the TikTok hole. Don't do that to yourself. I read about everybody's side effects. I read about people that ended up in the hospital because they had gallstones. I read about people who stopped taking it because the injections just didn't work for them. I read about the people who lost amazing weight in a short period of time, but then they did have the little bobblehead thing going on, which I did not want. But I did all the things, did all my research, and then I called my insurance company and I asked them what weight loss drugs do they cover. And they said that Wegovy is one of the drugs that they cover. Great. After I talked to my insurance company, I went and I made my doctor's appointment. My doctor saw me, my general practitioner. She said your BMI is within the range for patients who qualify for Wegovy, so I'm going to write you a prescription. She wrote my prescription. She said, but you will need to get pre-approved by your insurance company. Okay, no problem. I had surgery before and they pre-approved my surgery and blah, blah, blah. She said, okay, so it should be good. It wasn't. It wasn't. Mm-mm. The insurance process, woo child. If you've ever had to get anything approved through your insurance company, you already know the drama that I experienced. It took me a full month from the time the prescription was written until the time that I got my medicine picked up. I had to go, it felt like I was preparing for trial. I had to go get lab tests. I had to submit my BMI on a regular basis, and I still got denied twice. And my doctor had to appeal, right? Even after the appeal, they still had to submit paperwork that shows that my BMI qualified. And it was so frustrating. I thought about paying for it myself until I found out the CVS was like, it's $1,550. Ain't nobody got $1,500 laying around for that. No, ma'am. So patience is a virtue. And by the grace of God and a number of phone calls, I finally got approved. I got approved on Thursday afternoon. Thursday at 6 o'clock, I was at CVS up the street, picked that prescription up like it was liquid gold and carried it home like it was like the best present ever, right? Now, some people are going to say, oh, you got Wegovy. That's the easy way out. There's nothing easy about Wegovy. Right? Just like I know so many people who have had the weight loss surgery. And I also know so many people who have told them that weight loss surgery is the easy way out. For who? For who? Like, have you been in the life on a regular basis of someone who has had the weight loss surgery to watch them cry because they're losing weight so fast because the weight was their identity, and when they lose the weight, they don't know who they are anymore? Have you ever been in the presence of someone with weight loss who's had weight loss surgery who dumped? Who've had issues with body dysmorphia? There's nothing easy about that. Just like there's nothing easy about being on Wegovy. Ain't nothing easy about this. It works. It absolutely works. But it's not magic. It's not magic. And it comes with side effects. Ooh boy, does it come with side effects. My first injection, no side effects, right? The first week. Second week, I had a couple of little side effects. Third week, side effects. Fourth week, nothing. Second month, little side effects on and off. So when I say side effects, I'm talking about nausea, constipation, fatigue, and weird little appetite changes. Oh, and one they don't tell you about, UTIs. UTIs. I was on TikTok. You know how I told y'all not to go on there. And I saw this young lady do a grocery haul, and she's on Wegovy. And she did a grocery haul, and she said, I got my cranberry juice because if you know, you know. And I was like, well, what is she talking about? Well, I figured it out when I started feeling like, oh my God, is this a UTI? I reached out to my doctor. I was like, excuse me, hello? Why do I feel like I'm having a UTI? She said, oh, that's a side effect. But I went to the doctor for my annual physical and they did my urine test. And I didn't have a UTI, but it just felt like that. So those are some of the side effects that you deal with when you're on Wegovy. The nausea does not happen all the time. It happens when I eat something that my body just does not agree with. Now, let me tell you what I did do. I'm gonna be honest. I take my injection on Fridays so that if there are side effects that they happen over the weekend and by Monday I'm good now, I'll be at work. So one Thursday night I decided that I wanted some fried chicken. Don't eat fried foods. Tell her to. I was sick for 2 days. And when I say sick, I meant nausea, dry heaves, and diarrhea. Don't do that to yourself. All right. The constipation is going to happen because you are increasing your protein. And when you increase your protein, you also need to increase your water. Right. So I'm eating about 130, 140 grams of protein a day. My doctor told me I need to push for almost a gallon of water a day. I am not reaching that. I'm forcing myself literally to drink water. Okay. The fatigue. I'm sorry. My wife is so frustrated because I get so tired at certain points during the week. I cannot help it. Why? Because one of the things Wegovy does is it slows down the process of your food leaving your digestive system, your stomach, right? So the longer it takes your food to leave, the fuller you will remain. Which means if you're full, you're not what? You're not eating, right? And so what happens when you don't eat? Your blood sugar comes down. And what happens when your blood sugar comes down? You get sleepy. You get sleepy. So please be prepared that when you take your injection, if your body starts getting tired, go lay down. Go lay down. Don't fight it. Go lay down. I literally slept one day on a Friday night. I lied to you not. I was in the bed at 7:30 on a Friday night. I did not wake up until 8:30 Saturday morning on a Friday night. Fatigue, FYI. And weird appetite changes, right? So your body has to get adjusted to all those things. And your body going to be like, girl, what? Girl, what? What? Where's the food? Where is the food? What is happening? Why can't you feed me, Seymour? Your body is going to think something is going wrong. But trust me, give it time. Give it time. I had to learn my triggers. I had to stay hydrated. Water, water, water. And I had to adjust my meals. Right? You are not going to be able to eat the same amount of portion you were eating before because your stomach is going to be full and you're going to hit a wall. Right? And eventually my body said, oh, okay, I see. Yeah, right? How much did I lose? The first week, I lost 10 pounds. After that, I was like, ooh, 10 pounds, yay. The following weeks, the subsequent weeks, 1 pound, 2 pound, gained a pound, lost a pound, gained 2 pounds, lost a pound and a half. But the inches, baby, the inches. Jeans that I bought back in March are getting to the point that probably in August I'm gonna have to just give them away. Right? My face is slimming down, which I'm happy about. My waist is coming back, baby. But most importantly, I feel amazing. Because look, the scale is not going to celebrate us all the time. The scale will betray you. It's going to betray you. But you know what won't betray you? The mirror. Child, a mirror. The tape measure, get you a good tape measure, and your body. Girl, if my joints could testify, child, they would testify to the glory of the weight loss. They would testify. But you got to be disciplined. You have to be disciplined. Wegovy helps curb your appetite, but it will not change your mindset. You have to relearn how to eat. You have to relearn how to eat. Normally when I would go to work before Wegovy, I had my cute little Trader Joe's lunch bag. You know, the little cute one that matched their little freezer bag. I had that, and that's what I carried my lunch in. But once I started taking the Wegovy injections, I realized that bag no longer sufficed. I had to get the big boy lunch bag that expands, and then it got the the freezer, the zipper for your freezer pack in there. Like when I tell you my lunch bag is packed on a daily basis, it is packed. And I try to make it a point to eat everything that's in that lunch bag before the end of the night. So in that bag, I pack my lunch, which is something that's protein packed. I pack my granola for fiber, my nuts, my fruits, my yogurt with my berries and my granola on top, or a Chobani protein shake. When I get up in the morning, I have a routine. My green juice, my vitamins, and either a Chobani 30-calorie protein smoothie, or I'll do like a boiled egg and 2 pieces of turkey bacon. I always have my protein coffee. Sometimes I add 2 extra scoops of protein powder in it. And that's what I drink on my way to work, right? So I had to relearn how to eat. You had to relearn how to eat. Protein is most important, followed closely by fiber. You need that fiber or you're going to have the big C, constipation. Water, 1, 2, and 3. Protein, fiber, water. You need all of those things. So you have to rewire the way you eat. You got a meal plan. You got a meal plan. You cannot just on a whim just be like, I'm just going to eat whatever. No, you're going to get sick. You might get sick. So you got to relearn how to eat. Now I am eating for fuel, not my feelings. I'm eating for fuel and not my feelings. So I'm aiming for about 145 grams of protein, 150 grams of protein a day. My fiber and my water, of course. So I'm more intentional with my meals. And when I eat, I'm more present. I don't skip meals anymore. I don't binge anymore. I'm saying yes to meal planning, and I'm saying no to food as punishment or a reward. I no longer reward myself with ice cream. Right. And I move my body in a way that honors me. Walking, my yoga, my Pilates, weightlifting, whatever feels good for me. Now, how does this go with faith, right? How does this go on your journey with God? Well, faith and fitness go together, right? Because this is not just about weight loss. This is about wellness as worship. And it's about honoring the temple that God gave me. So yes, y'all know I pray. Yes, I meal prep. And I still cuss. At times. And I still love God deeply because faith and fitness are not separate. They're all part of healing. And healing is what? It's holy. It's holy. So I wanted to share my journey in the hopes that it encourages someone else who is on a journey or thinking about going on their own weight loss journey. And I will say this, if you are considering Wegovy, talk to God first. Mm-hmm. Then talk to your insurance company and then talk to your doctor. Make the decision that's best for you, not your spouse, not your children, not your best friends, none of those things. You. And if you are considering this journey in any way, I see you. These small steps, they matter. Your progress is valid. And even if the scale is not your friend yet, you are still becoming. Listen, you do not have to be perfect in this. You just simply have to be present. You got to show up for you the same way you show up for everybody else. Okay? Now, look, I don't have all the answers, but I know this. I'm not going back. I'm not giving up. I'm not hiding anymore. All right? This recovering alcoholic, Wegovy injection taking woman is here to still tell her story. Why? Because this is my journey. It's my body. And it's my testimony. So yes, you can cuss like me. You can do yoga like me. And you can still love God like me. And in all of that, sis, you can still get your health all the way together. Through whichever avenue you choose. You don't have to be on Wegovy. If you want to do the weight loss surgery, do it. If you want to do it the natural way, do it. If you want to do it whichever way you choose, do it, but do it for you. Get your health all the way together. All the way together. I never thought that I would be on a weight loss drug, but then when I realized that I was not happy with what I was seeing in the mirror, it's a mirror right here, so that's why I'm sorry. I wasn't happy with what I was seeing in the mirror, I decided I got to make some choices. And the things that worked for me before are no longer working now. So now I have to try something different in order to see a difference. Okay. So if this resonated with you, or if you got a sister who is on a journey of her own and she needs some encouragement, send this to her, please. And then I need you and her to subscribe, like, share, and subscribe. All the things to the podcast, right? Share it with your sisters. Share it with your tribe. And then meet me back here next week because I'm feeling better. I got my tea. I done been to the gym 2 days this week. Today is my rest day. And then I go to the gym for the next 2 days. So I'm back. Meet me back here next week. Until then, stay grounded, sis. Stay grateful, sis. And stay being God's favorite because we all are. Until next week, you all be blessed. And I will talk to you later. Bye.